So what happened in Langley during the month of January in regards real estate? Did the prices go up? Did they go down? In this video, I'm gonna tell you everything that you need to know, and it's gonna help you make decisions if you're thinking maybe of buying a home in the next little while, or maybe selling your home. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Juan from the Two Brothers real estate team here in Langley, but I'm also the host of This is Langley. All right, so let's get started. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be breaking down the Langley market into condos, townhomes, and detached homes here in Langley. And again, so just you are aware, these numbers are Langley numbers. So if you're in Surrey or Chilliwack or Abbotsford, they might be a little bit different, okay? So why don't we start with the condos in Langley? And the average price of a condo was $564,248, which was an increase of 2.6% compared to December of last year. So during the last month, from December to January, the prices went up 2.6%. Now, if we were gonna compare the price of condos with what happened last January, like 2024, we're still 2.1% under, okay? So the prices a year ago is still a little bit higher than what they are today. Now, if you had a condo during January and you were trying to sell it, it was an average of 35 days to sell a condo in Langley with a sales to active ratio of 2.8%. So what is sales to active listing ratio? This number right here, it actually tells you if we're on a balanced market, seller's market, buyer's market. And how the numbers work are like this. If the number is between 12 and 20%, that means that the market is a balanced market. If it's under 12, it's a buyer's market. And if it's above 20, it's a seller's market. So as you can see over here, in regards to condos in Langley, we're at the borderline between a balanced market and a seller's market, okay? That's exactly what that numbers mean. Okay, now in compared to sales, there were a total of 74 condos sold during the month of January, okay? So that's about it for condos. Now let's move on to the townhomes. The average townhome price here in Langley was $877,686 with an increase of 4.1% in price if we were to compare it to December of last year, okay? So during the last month, the prices went up an average of 4.1%. Now, compared to the prices of last year, like a year ago, it's pretty even, right? So it only went up 0.3%. Okay. Now, the average days on the market for a townhome in Langley during the month of January was 26 days with a sales to active listing ratio of 30.6%. So in regards to townhomes, we are on a seller's market when it comes down to townhouses, okay? Because we're above 20%. And there were a total of 59 townhomes sold in Langley during the month of January. Now, if we're gonna talk about the detached homes in Langley, the average price was $1,782,393 with a change in price compared to like the last month, compared to December, of 2.8%. So the prices are slowly creeping up. Now, if we were gonna compare the price of January 2025 with January 2024, the prices are 18.3% higher than what they were about a year ago. It took about 46 days on average to sell a detached home here in Langley with a sales to active listing ratio of 11.2%. So if you were to compare these numbers over here, right? So the condos, as you can see, borderline between balance and seller's market. Townhomes, definitely seller's market. But in regards to detached homes, we are on a buyer's market, okay? So that means that there's probably a lot of homes on the market, more than buyers, okay? So it becomes a buyer's market. Oh, and by the way, there were 37 sales of detached homes during the month of January. All right, and lastly, let's talk about what happened in the Fraser Valley, okay? So there is a few things. First of all, buyer's market with high inventory. So the Fraser Valley real estate market, so decade high inventory with 7,200 and so active listings. Okay, there's a lot of listings out there, which is about 54% above the 10-year average. So talking to the sales to active listing ratio is at 11%. Remember, I was talking about what those numbers mean? It indicates that it is a buyer's market as a general in the Fraser Valley, particularly for detached homes. So I don't know if you remember, but in Langley, we're at 11%. So it is true that there's probably a lot of detached homes for sale right now. And that's why, of course, it's a buyer's market, but especially if you're looking for a detached home. Now, second, slow sales and longer selling times. So January sales were down 18% from December, with 818 properties sold. So homes are taking longer to sell, averaging 52 days for detached homes, 42 days for condos, and 38 days for townhouses. Okay. And lastly, stable prices with minor fluctuations. So the benchmark prices remained relatively steady. Single family homes saw a slight 0.1% increase from December, while townhomes dipped by 0.2% and condos increased 0.1% month over month. So, of course, there's a lot of things happening economically, so there's a lot of uncertainty. But again, we're going to have to wait and see what happens during the next month. But besides that, those are the numbers. If you guys are looking to buy a home, sell your home, invest in your new property or whatever, of course, feel free to call me or text me at 236-349-0020. I'll be more than happy to answer your calls and guide you and see what the best option for you is. Besides that, of course, have a great day, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.